and officers of Sahitya Academy, distinguished dignitaries, resource persons, invitees, ladies and gentlemen. First of all, I would like to thank Sahitya Academy for inviting me to participate in this tribal writers meet and to speak on the topic Literature in Tribal Language, Quest for Identity. Let me introduce myself again. I'm Trisel Cornelis Dimara, presently working at Nehru Tuggal campus as assistant professor. So let me read out the paper that I have written. G.A. Grierson, in the last decade of 19th century and the beginning of 20th century, had surveyed and studied the languages of India in his monumental work, Linguistic Survey of India. And in the course of his studies, he also studied the language of the Northeast India. Some of these Northeastern languages such as Garo, Khasi, Mizo, Ao, and Angami of Nagaland, Boro. Initiative has been taken by the British officers and the missionaries to write and develop their literature through the translation of Bible, secular books, writing of textbooks, grammar, dictionaries, and publications of journals. The generic name Bodo was first applied by Brian Hodgson to the group of languages that comprises Barak, Kachari, Garo, Dimasa, Rapa, Mech, Lalin, Kot, Suriang, and Tripuri. The Bodo group, in turn, belongs to the Tibeto-Burman languages spoken from Balistan in the west to the Sichuan in the east, from the Himalayas in the north, and to Myanmar, Burma in the south. Tibeto-Burman, in turn, belongs to the Tibeto-Chinese or Sino-Tibetan family of languages. The Khasi of our Meghalaya state belongs to the Austro-Asiatic family in the Mon-Mer group. An awareness of their identity, languages, traditions, and culture form a compelling force to the people who write in their own language. All of these languages have their own oral folk literature, poetry, legends, myths, belief systems, narratives, songs, riddles, phrases, and idioms, and this oral literature forms the base of much of their writings. The writings of these languages compose poetry, drama, fiction in their individual way, and also brought out dictionaries, biographies, textbooks in various subjects, translations, and essays. The progress in this literature can be seen considerably in the academic level. Garo, Khasi, Boro, and Tendi are being taught in the postgraduate level, and doctoral dissertations are being made on their respective literature. By using the principles and methods of linguistics, studies of their own language are being made by the native speakers. The three major tribes in Meghalaya, Garo, Khasi, and Jaintia, followed the matrilineal system, where our doctors inherit our parents' property. We have our rich oral traditions, which are unique and different from other languages and cultures in India. The Garo language is spoken by all the Garos scattered all over northeast Indian subcontinent and in all districts of Garos, parts of West Kashmir, Assam, Nagaland, Tripura, North Bengal, and in parts of Bangladesh. The first stage of the written Garo literature began with the compilation of words, writing of primers, readers, and the translation of the Bible. The first compilation of words of Garo language was made by John Eliot, the Commissioner of Dhaka, during the public deputation to the Garos in the year 1788 to 1789. It was written in Roman script and was published in Asiatic Research Volume 3 in the year 1799. The next compilation of Garo words was made by Francis Hamilton in the 6th volume of his book, Account of the Jila of Rangpur. Reverend Nathan Brown included Garo vocabulary in his comparison of Indo-Chinese languages, which was published in the Journal of the Asiatic Society of Bengal in 1837. The British officers the missionaries and the local educated Garos have contributed for the growth and development of Garo language and literature with the writings of primers, grammar, hymns, publication of textbooks, journals, and translation of the Bible, religious and secular writings. The American Baptist missionary Reverend T.D. Cate and others used the Bengali or Assamese characters to write Garo literature. Later, Reverend E.G. Cliffs and Reverend M.C. Massey decided to change the script from Bengali to Roman script. And from 1902 onwards, all the Garo literature has been printed in Roman character till today. The Garos have their own music incantations while offering to their gods and goddesses, both in poetry and prose. They have a large number of myths, creation stories, folktales, riddles, proverbs, phrases of their own. They have also a rich traditional songs such as Doro, a sacred song, Kata Salin, Ajia, Kata Agana. There are different Kata Agana, like Kata Adopre and others, where the stories about the Ki and Bandi and the Kata and the Chera, the stories about Jinjang and Gangaruta. These are the epic of the Garos. Ajia, Kata Agana, Tindinga, or Lullaby, Noktonga or Ngani, Nangururi Kusram, Kabir, etc., which are sung during their religious rituals and ceremonies. Now, let me speak something about our language. The Awi dialect spoken by the Awi group of Garos inhabiting the plains along the northern boundary of Garos with Golpara district of Assam was adopted as the standard for the Garos. It was because the first Christians, Ahmed and Ramki, W. Momen, Ranku Momen, were the speakers of Awi, and the missionaries first came into contact with the Awi speakers. The missionaries learned, spoke, and wrote in that dialect. Golpara, the first missionary station before it was shifted to Tura, the headquarters of Garos in 1877, was in that region. Thus, Awi became the medium of instruction in which all the textbooks, religious and secular writings were done. Besides Awi, more than 10 varieties of Achik language or Achik has been identified. They are Chisa, that is, they are spoken in the northeastern part of Garos, Abing, spoken in the greater part of West Garos, Makchi, spoken in the Williamnagar and Boksat area of East Garos, Matabing, spoken in Arbela Plateau, were used in a locality called Baigon Khana in Sipari, a border village and beyond in Bangladesh. Duar, spoken in Darang, Dura village and Nongwal area of South Garos. Kara, spoken in Slipigri area west of Darling River. Danchin, spoken in Emandri area east of River Dareng. Ruga, spoken in the lower valley of Rugai River and beyond Bangladesh. Shipok, spoken at the upper valley of Rugai River. Atong, spoken in the lower Sinsang Valley, the surrounding areas and beyond into Bangladesh. And Megam, spoken by the hybrid race of Achik and Khas inhabiting the border between these two tribes. So these are some of the dialects or the varieties of the Garo language. So in recognizing and on account of the progress in the literature of the language, Calcutta University recognized Garo at matriculation level as one of the modern Indian languages in 1923. It was recognized as modern Indian language by Guwahati University when it was established in 1947 and at Free University level in 1969. When the Northeastern Hill University came into establish in 1973, Garo as one of the modern Indian languages was automatically included in the Free University level. At the undergraduate level, Garo as the second language was introduced in 1986 and honors in Garo in 1992. At the postgraduate level, Garo was introduced as a subject in 1996 and now the MPhil and PhD scholars were permitted to write their thesis and dissertation in Garo for the Garo subject. At present, all the literary genres are developed in Garo literature, such as fiction. There are quite a number of fictions published in our own Garo language. Non-fiction prose, traditional and modern poetry, modern and folk drama, biographies, autobiographies, encyclopedia, book on language, culture, customary laws, folklore, history, and political development, and other subjects. Some of the Garo literature have been translated into English, Bengali, and other languages. Translation from English literature into Garo, such as fiction, plays of Shakespeare, and of major Indian literary works such as Mahabharata, Ramayana, Gitanjali, and others have been done. New writings on various subjects are also growing in Garo language. Both the Garo and Khasi language have been declared as the associate official language of Meghalaya State since 2005, when the Meghalaya Legislative Assembly passed the Meghalaya State Language Act in 2005. The writing of the Khasi language was first introduced by William Carey and Krishna Chandra Paul in 1813 from the Serampore Baptist Mission in Bengali script. In 1842, the Bengali script was replaced by a Roman script to write Khasi language and has since produced writers who have contributed to literary works belonging not only to different branches of literature but to other subjects as well. Khasi stories, poems, proverbs, and other writings have been translated into English and other languages, and the classic writings such as the Ramayana, Mahabharata, the Bible, Upanishad, Gita, and other great works have been translated into Khasi. Khasi is being studied as a subject with due recognition from Calcutta University up to the entrance level since 1900 and at the degree level since 1919 in the same university, and at honors level by the Guwahati University since 1976, and at the master's degree under Northeastern Hill University since 1981, and now to MPhil and PhD, though MPhil is no longer in the university level. The research scholars are permitted to write their thesis and dissertation in Khasi for the Khasi subject. I'm going to conclude my paper. It may be mentioned that except Assamese, Manipuri, and Boro, none of the northeastern languages have been included in the 8th schedule of the Constitution of India. The Meghalaya Legislative Assembly on 27 November 2018 anonymously passed a resolution to urge upon the government of India to initiate necessary measures to bring forward the official bill to amend the 8th schedule of the Constitution to include Garo and Khasi in the 8th schedule of the Constitution of India. So these are the some of the points which I would like to highlight today in this tribal writers' meet on the topic literature in tribal language, quest for identity. Thank you so much, and thank you once again for giving me time and opportunity to present that. Thank you so much.